Number 13. Fish bladders. If you've ever enjoyed a glass of beer or wine, there's a good chance that you've consumed a little something called isinglass. Isinglass is a substance obtained from the dried swim bladders of fish. They're used to make wine and beer have a clearer look and last longer before they expire. Coincidentally, isinglass can also be cooked down to be used as an adhesive. If you're a vegetarian, you might want to stay away from any alcohol processed with fish. Number 12. Silicone implant fillers. We all know that fast food chicken nuggets aren't necessarily the healthiest thing on earth, but there are some surprising additives fused within your McNugget meals. There's something called dimethylpolysiloxane that can be found in a McNugget, which is also used as a chemical in silly putty and body implant fillers. McDonald's explains the use of this silicone compound as a way to prevent foaming and splashbacks when they're deep frying the nuggets. Number 11. Beaver anal glands. Many things that are vanilla, strawberry, or raspberry flavored often derive part of their sweet flavors from something called castoreum. This stuff can be found in the anal and urine secretions of beavers. The castor sacs of beavers are an FDA-approved food additive and are described as natural flavoring. Be aware of any ice cream or sweets you eat that are described as having natural flavors. You may just be tasting the flavors of beaver au naturel. Number 10. Shellac. The female lac bug is something found on trees in the forests of India and Thailand. These bugs secrete a resin that we call shellac. This resin is used in many industrial and woodworking capacities, and also gives shiny candy that signature sheen. If you've ever enjoyed an M&M or malt ball, you've consumed some of that sweet lac bug resin. Number 9. Sawdust. That shakeable, shredded 100% real Parmesan cheese you can find in the grocery store with the green lid is surprisingly not 100% real Parmesan cheese. Products like this from any brand can contain up to 8.8% cellulose. Cellulose is a filler ingredient that is basically wood pulp. This cellulose is supposedly used to create a creamier taste, but many people say it gives the cheese that signature powdery taste. Number 8. L-Cysteine. If you buy your bread from a commercial bread company, there's a highly likely chance your bread has been fortified with L-Cysteine, an amino acid that is used to extend its shelf life. The part that might gross you out is that L-Cysteine is synthesized from human hair, duck feathers, cow horns, and pig bristles. Some even say that the human hair is collected by sweeping up hair from the floors of salons. Breads fortified with cysteine are anything bought from the supermarket and even found in fast food places. If you want to avoid eating human hair, try buying your bread from a local bakery instead. Number 7. Rat hair. If you found a bit of rat hair in something you were cooking at home, you'd probably throw it out. But things are a little different when you're making food in a large-scale warehouse. The FDA legally allows for certain ratios of rat hair to make its way into many products. There can be 1 rodent hair in every 100 grams of chocolate, 22 rodent hairs in every 100 grams of cinnamon, and 5 rodent hairs in a jar of peanut butter. Make sure to pick out any hairs you find in your next peanut butter sandwich. Number 6. Borax. This ingredient is used mostly in household products like dish soap and laundry detergent, but shockingly, you might be able to find this additive in some foods. It is often used in caviar as a preservative, although it has been banned in the US and Thailand. In parts of Asia, you can find borax in things like noodles, rice, and even meat. Since it's also commonly used in products like dish soap and Elmer's glue, it's usually frowned upon as an ingredient. Number 5. Antifreeze. If there is anything that you definitely should never eat, it's antifreeze. However, one of the essential compounds found in antifreeze, propylene glycol, can be found in food and drinks you consume regularly. Propylene glycol can be found in ice cream to stop forming ice crystals. It can even be found in dog and cat food. Weirdly, the FDA is totally fine with this being in your food. Number 4. Red seaweed. Consuming seaweed is hardly considered weird anymore, but a specific seaweed known as carrageenan or Irish moss can be found in all sorts of food. For instance, carrageenan can be found in some chocolate milk, cottage cheese, and other dairy products. This is despite some sources saying that carrageenan can lead to diabetes, Alzheimer's, and even cancer. Number 3. Coal tar. Processed foods contain many different types of dyes to change their colors to something that is more appealing to your eyes. One of these dyes can be derived from coal tar. If you were exposed to raw coal tar, you would break out in a serious rash, skin discoloration, and sun sensitivity. Now, however, it can be used to help treat skin conditions like psoriasis. Still, you probably don't want to consume anything that is dyed with derivatives of coal tar. Number 2. Animal connective tissue. Collagen and gelatin can be derived from the connective tissues of animals. Collagen keeps meat moist and succulent, but these derivatives can also be used in gelatin-based products like Jell-O and artificial fruit jelly. This means that sometimes your fruit-flavored snacks aren't vegan. Number 1. Titanium dioxide. Walk into any pharmacy and you may find something called titanium dioxide hidden within the ingredients. It's basically a mineral that's ground into white powder and used commonly in white paint. This powder is used to help color condiments like mayonnaise, horseradish cream, confectioner's sugar, and even energy drinks.